One of the most difficult things is maintaining this ongoing relationship you have with a customer. Now, if you are a collector and you are working for your company, understand that these same customers you may be calling on a monthly basis. So if you're not placing yourself and positioning yourself that they will accept your calls, well, there's not going to be any communication. So your sales, your customer service, they've all worked hard to develop this relationship. And the collection effort can either enhance it or take away from it. And the last thing we want is to see that the collection effort has somewhat denigrated the effort as far as maintaining the customer goodwill. Next slide, please. When we talk about collection training, I've been doing this for a long time, and I've narrowed it down to these 5 things. You want to get the customer, the debtor's attention to discuss the account. If you can't get them to understand what the situation is, the second thing is creating a sense of urgency. Okay, if you say to them, "Well, we have to have your payment by next week," that's not going to do it. You have to create a sense of urgency. You want to collect the money as soon as possible. Okay, Mr. Jones, I understand you're going to send the check out by Friday, which means I should have it in my office by next Tuesday. Is that right, Mr. Jones? When they say yes, that's turning the promise into a commitment. So you want to, as I said before, you want to preserve the goodwill of the customer, and you have to have a systematic follow-up. Because if Mr. Jones is going to send us the check Friday and we're expecting it on Tuesday, well, if we don't call him by Wednesday morning at the latest, he's just going to say, "Well, they didn't care about it. Why should I?" And let's face it, with promises of payment, many of them are just trying to string you along. Next slide, please. Understand that collections is a telephone sales job. You're selling the concept of payment in full today. And it's just not picking up the phone and making phone calls because I have 100 calls I have to make today, and I have to have talk time of such and such. That's not the way it really works. When you're on the phone, you have to think of it as you're a salesman, that you are trying to get the person that owes the money on the phone and convince them to send the check today.
Hi, this is Bob Shultz. I'd like to tell you about another great course that Hayako is now offering. It has to do with negotiations, and particularly how do you strategize negotiations in your collection process. We could do kind of a deep dive into general negotiation techniques, how to position yourself, how to get to a win-win solution. And then we also go into some detail on how you can use these strategies to effectively collect from customers, even if they're quite resistant. So I think you'll get some value out of this course. I certainly hope so. And it should be something that anybody in the collections process can use going forward. So please take a look, kick the tires, and try these classes out, take this course. I think you'll find it very worthwhile. Thank you.